Resilient Women Part 2. Resilient Women Part 2. If you heard First Lady last night in our e-church midweek worship service, you missed a powerful message. Well, I'm piggybacking on that message this morning with Resilient Women Part 2. Resilient Women Talk Part 2. Because this is Mother's Day week. This is Mother's Day week, and I just want to dedicate this morning's manna, as well as tomorrow morning's manna, to the awesome women of God out there. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Anna. How are you all doing on this morning? Good morning, Verena. How are you on this morning? What a wonderful morning it is. And I just really want to just remind you again that last night, if you missed First Lady's message, Resilient Women, please go back and watch it. Whether it's on New Life Tube 1 on YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, or on our Facebook page. You need to check it out, especially the women. You just got to check that out. You will be so encouraged. Good morning, Minister Mobley. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Wade. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Jesse. Uncommon Favor. Good morning, Lakeisha. How are you all on this morning? Let me know, did you watch e-church message on last night? If you did, so indicate it. And if you didn't, please go back and check it out. It was powerful. It was powerful because God used First Lady in an unusual way in that book. Let's talk about Resilient Women Part 2. Resilient Women Part 2. Well, it's Morning Manna, the text to talk takeaway, 5 minutes or less. You already know. If it's your first, second, or third time joining us, let us know so we can shout you out. Now, Manna fam, you got to do me a favor. You got to do me a favor. You got to get the word out. You got to help me get the word out. If this is blessing you, then make sure you bless somebody else. Also want you to join Virtual New Life. Join Virtual New Life, VNL. If you join Virtual New Life, we're going to be doing some really great things with that. It's not going to be just your standard online community. I'm going to be ministering in there and special kinds of ministry in that one, in particular, only for VNL. So you want to connect with Virtual New Life. That's right, Lakeisha. It was a powerful word. Good morning, Anna. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Lena. How are you on this morning? Look, let's get into it. This morning, Resilient Women Part 2. You can almost subtitle it, you know what, Black Girl Magic. You can almost subtitle it that. Let's get into it. The text to talk and the takeaway. The text to talk and the takeaway, Numbers 36:10. Numbers 36:10. Numbers 36:10. This is what it's saying. The daughters of Zelophehad did as the Lord commanded Moses. Let me give you the context of the text. The context of the text is this. We're here at the end. They're about to go into the promised land. Moses is distributing and handing out the inheritance. Who's going to get what? And the daughters of Zelophehad, because of the cultural traditions, were not allowed to take on any inheritance because they had no husbands. Their fathers was dead. They had no brothers. So women were much more than property during these times. I know that might be stunning, but that is the cultural fact of that moment. As a result of that, they would not receive anything because there was no man in their lives that could receive on their behalf. Well, here's what they did as a result of that, as resilient women. For one, they spoke up. They spoke up. They did it respectfully. They didn't sister girl Moses. They didn't fly off the handle, but they spoke up. They spoke up. They said, you know what? This thing, here's the second thing. The way we're flowing needs to be disrupted. It needs to be disrupted. We cannot continue down this road. And if there's anything that I know about powerful, resilient women, they will speak up and they will disrupt things if it ain't the way it should be. Certainly will. Which leads to the third thing. The third thing is this. More than any, they seize the moment. Now, let me just break that down. They seize this moment And you had to know for them to step out and disrupt and speak up and seize the moment, they had to have the power of the Holy Spirit dwelling on the inside of them to give them discernment, to give them the words to say. Because what they said and what they were requesting and what they were demanding was quite unusual, almost dangerous. You just don't say, look, give me the inheritance that my father had, and there's no tradition. You are setting a precedent. And women just did not have that kind of power during those biblical moments. But they did. They did. They spoke up, they disrupted, and they seized the moment. When you are trying to seize the moment, trust, you better have the Spirit of the living God on the inside of you, telling you this is the opportunity. Here are the words to say. And here's your takeaway. Your takeaway is this: resilience for anybody. And this morning we're talking about women. Resilience refuses to take no for an answer. Resilience refuses to take no for an answer. If you want more context, check out First Lady's sermon on last night, E-Church, New Life Tube 1 on YouTube, or right here on a Facebook page, on the church's Facebook page. Powerful. I'm piggybacking on that. I'm going to talk more about women on tomorrow as we celebrate mothers this coming Sunday. God bless you. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Bye now.